I insert a few pages. As you can see here, this is a heading 1, 2, 3 is a logic state, and then we got a AND gate and OR gate also, which starts with the new page. And let us say here NAND gate, which is to be the heading 2, NOR gate, let us say this is again heading 2. So we got now 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 and 4.4, and this also I will move to the new pages using the page break, and you can see here now. If you have done it manually, having the heading numbers and all, you have to keep track of the page numbers carefully, and you have to enter in table of content. Whereas in this case, you just finalize your document. No need to focus on those things. Just keep typing, keep changing, keep updating your document. Once you have done all these changes, just go to table of content, right click, say update field, and you have to choose option called entire table, update entire table. You just see here, automatically the headings get changed and the page numbers also get changed. So this is how you can use the numbering. Now let me demonstrate about inserting the simple images and how to provide the caption for a particular image. For example, insert pictures. Let me insert a clip part. So this is my first image. This is my second image. This is my third image. And we have already few gate over here and all. Okay. Now, as soon as you insert an image, you should be able to provide the proper labeling, which we call it as a caption. We have to describe this option called insert caption. Sorry. You can see automatically it gives us a figure 1. You can change it as a tables or equations if you are going to caption the different items. Generally, the figures are given the numbers below the selected item, and if you want to include the chapter numbers, you can also say here include the chapter number. What you want to separate, with hyphen, with the colon. You can also specify here any other new letters if you want to specify. Say include chapter and say OK, and you can see the figure number how it comes now, and then provide a name here. For example, so this is the option. Same way, insert caption. This is the chapter 1, it's the second image. So just insert it again. So like this, you have to name the figures one after another. Insert caption. This is from chapter 2, is a figure 1. And we already enabled the option for including chapters. Just say OK. Likewise, you can number it. Insert caption. And get is a table. insert caption. You have to change it as a table here. Table is a table 1. Again, if you want to include the chapter, select the option and say this is say OK. This is your image, that means change it as a figure. Automatically the numbering will follow. And this again a table. Now, don't worry about the color. As I told, in one click you can change those things. You can see there's an option called caption. Select all. Right click, modify. You want to change the color, and then you want to change the alignment also. Center aligned. Say OK. Yes, that can be done. Now, if you want to provide in the table of content area list of figures and list of tables, okay, so how it can be done? There is an option called references, insert table of figures. So this is a table of figures. So you have to change here as a figure. So OK. So these are all the figures which we used in our document. Again, insert table of figures. You change it like as a table now. So this is called list of figures, and this is called list of tables. So what's the benefit of doing this? Again, if you are keep typing something on your document, and assume that you are going to complete the first page, and it rolls over to the second page. The image is in now second page. Again, if you number the figures manually, every time you have to update on your own. Whereas in this case, to update the table of content and list of figures, just select as a Control A, this entire document, just select it, right click, say update field. This will have it will happen thrice, because one for the table of content, another one for the figure, another one for the tables. So say update entire table, this is for the figures, again update entire field, again update entire. So you can see here what happens, the page numbers automatically changed, and over here also it's changed. In case you feel that this diagram suppose not to be 1.2, or you want to move it ahead, or even this complete section you want to move it ahead, so just cut from here, and maybe you want to place it somewhere here, right? So this figure number is supposed to be now 1.1, right? And this is supposed to be now 1.2. When you cut and paste, it will not change automatically. Just again select all of them, like after typing all your document, only once you say update field. That means select all document, say update field. You can see the figure numbers are changed automatically. So this is the biggest advantage when you have a huge document with a lot of figures where you want to move the figures before and after a particular position. This will help a lot. And second, I want to tell about the cross-referencing. That means when you describe, about this particular figure, like figure 1.2 shows like usage of computer, something like this. If you type it manually, when you change this figure or if you insert another figure, you have to keep track of these numbers also. Otherwise, it won't change automatically. This is going to end up a lot of confusions if you insert a new images before or after or wherever it's so. So what we have to do is we have to provide something called cross-referencing, which you can see it in this area, cross-referencing. You can cross-refer the numbered items, the sections. You can also cross-refer the equations, the figures. This is what I'm going to choose now, figure. Entire caption means this full will be displayed on the body of the text. We don't want that. We want only the label and the number. And say insert. This is for figure 1.2, so you have to choose figure 1.2. Just say insert and then close. And then you keep writing like shows and so on. Now, assume that I'm inserting now one more figure, right, this place. So I have a caption for that. So I have to choose it as a figure. So this is supposed to be now 1.3. You can see this automatically changed. Whereas you see this is not changed, right? So again, you have to update it. You don't know, like assume if you have typed so many words, you may not be knowing what you have to update. Just before taking a printout, just right click, say update field, update entire table. You can see now this automatically changed. This is called cross-referencing, which is equally important when you do a huge volume in number of pages. So next I want to tell about how to review the content. For example, if somebody sends a document and you want to review it and you want to give a feedback on the document, and you can always use these features like comment and the review. Comment means just you want to give some input to the the author, saying that some questioning. Mention logic family, something like this. You can comment it. So the user has to go through these comments. Once they finish particular comment, if they address this particular comment, they can always delete this comment. So like this, you can insert as many as comments you want. You can see this comments is going to number it in order. So once you delete it, a particular comment, again the numbering will change automatically. Whereas there is an option called track changes. For example, if you enable this option and if you start deleting some things, it won't get out from this document. Rather, it will get strike out, and you can change whatever you want here. So likewise, you can change the document completely. The user can go through the document. If they accept this change, they can say like accept it, then this will remain. Okay, if they don't accept it, they can say reject. If they want to accept the entire comments, they can also do the option called accept all. With this, we covered most of the advanced features which is there in Microsoft Word. Thanks for watching this video.